Good day. Welcome to Keeping It E, a television show ran by students right here at Eastern Michigan University. What do we do, you may ask? Well, when you put a bunch of college kids behind a camera and some buttons, this is what you get. No matter what you got, no matter who you are, you got something. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to Keeping It E. I'm Francisco Uribe, one of your hosts for today's episode. We miss you all so much, and we have such big plans for this upcoming season. Today, we'll be going into depth about our favorite big bird, Swoop, who we all know and love. This episode will include learning some of the Eagles' history, some family background, Eagle resources, and some die-hard fans. Stay tuned for more as we have Ava Kachanowski, who will be taking us back in history. Take a look.
Cancel culture. You love the drama and you're over it like any celebrity we follow. Colleges are like this in a sense. They have followers and they make sure they stay relevant and hide their dirty laundry. And who are the faces of these colleges? Mascots. One of the most important aspects of choosing college is choosing a school that has the right school spirit, especially one that has a lovable mascot that you can die to scream their name at a football game. Here in Michigan, we have our well-known Spartans, Wolverines, Warriors, Chippewas, and now, most notable to us here at VEMU, the Eagles.
Oi, what about us Hurons?
My name is Ava Kachanowski, and on today's episode of History, I'll be talking about the controversies of Eastern Michigan University's mascot change and the impact it has created. Our story begins here, when VEMU was formerly known as Michigan State Normal College. In the 1900s, student athletes at this time would unofficially present themselves as normalites and use the symbol N for normals. A perfectly narcissistic way to make yourself look good despite all the unnormal shit that happens every day. Like scrolling through the Engage app just to see the eyeballs of people getting their lashes done 10 times a day. It was then decided in a 1929 contest that the normal school would nickname themselves as Infamous Hurons, which was submitted by 2 students at the time. The name Hurons was delivered from the French language and what the Huron Native American tribe referred to themselves due to the location of the Huron Lake. But needless to say, the Hurons' nickname, slapped on the covers with the logo of a Native American profile, has stayed the same for 61 years. Even after the school finally changed to its current name, Eastern Michigan University, after 1959. But the controversy started in October of 1988, when the Michigan Department of Civil Rights issued a report and suggested that all colleges drop any Native American names and logos for any athletic teams because of the promoted racial stereotypes. As rightfully so. At this time, around 4 colleges, 62 high schools, and 33 junior high/middle schools were all in trend of using such Native American names and logos. It was all the craze. I mean, my high school was even one to be named Walled Lake Western, the Warriors. It was then when VEMU embarked on an interesting adventure to find a replacement and save their reputation from future generations. A committee was formed and they had to choose between 3 different name recommendations: the VEMU Green Hornets, the VEMU Express, and the VEMU Eagles. This isn't rocket science. We all know what we stuck with. A 2013 article from Jack D. Minzy, named The Saga of VEMU Hurons, mentioned a survey resulting at the time, stating that over 90% of each group favored in keeping the name and seeking another logo, which interestingly was an opinion of the 70 Native American students on campus. Which begs the question, does keeping the Huron name preserve Native American heritage? So this is the part where we all need to take a breath, because what I'm about to say next may be the most devious shit. Hearings were taking place before the final decision, a place to vent any emotions in the air. After a few days of hecklers dropping bombs on the president at the time, a Cherokee, from Saline named Chief Yellowhawk, appeared at one of the regent meetings. They dressed in full regalia from head to toe, danced and chanted to the heavens, and expressed how both the Huron logo and name was discriminatory towards his tribe. Turns out he got put behind bars because he wasn't even a Native American. It was a setup. Those hearings became so hostile that they even canceled one of the regent meetings for Chief Wyandotte tribe, who was a real Native American and was in favor of keeping the logo and name. They flew him to the university and stood him up like a Tinder date on a Tuesday. At this point, everyone is tired, but EMU had a solution in mind. Our rival, Central Michigan University, had a similar experience. They are still known as the Chippewas, after the Saginaw Chippewa tribe. Thanks to common decency of speaking to the tribal nation, and reached agreement of removing the Indian sphere logo, but keeping the name. EMU wanted to follow this path, but after many disagreements with the Board of Regents, EMU had enough of this shit, and without any warning, burned every single evidence ever linked to the Huron name. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the start of a villain origin story of the loyal Hurons. The EMU Eagles became a prominent replacement in 1991, and do I dare say that this became a common face of patriotism. The logo became a bald eagle, and previous Huron fans were furious at this change. But who is really at fault here? What can we do differently? And how does this impact current EMU Eagles here at this school? Well, my fellow friends, we can't forget about our lovable mascot, Swoop. Swoop was born in Ypsilanti on 1994. He was brought up in a wonderful family and was destined for his purpose, to fulfill the school spirit of students. Whether you love or hate this bird, Swoop is always around every corner. When you're at a game, an event, in your sleep, or in your hearts. Merchandise and collectible items are available if you need a lovely companion. College can be tough, and one thing is for sure, Swoop helps us soar. And remember, whether you're a loyal Huron or a current EMU Eagle, we welcome you with open arms. I'm Ava Kashnowski, and thank you for tuning in to History.
Thank you, Ava, for the history lesson. So I know we all love Swoop. He's the face of our campus. How could you not love him? Let's think more about who is behind Swoop. What do we mean by this? His family, of course. Well, you didn't know Swoop had a family. Well, we're lucky enough to get a hold of his brother, Dupe. He was the only one available to come on the show today, but we're definitely going to try and get the rest of his flock on soon. Dupe, come on in.
What
How
is
you doing,
up,
man?
Franco?
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
Good to see you too.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great, man. It is going.
Tell
real
us how
good.
your day's been so far.
Whew, well, you know, I'm not gonna lie. It has been a fantastic day. It is just beautiful being able to fly around down here on the campus. It is awesome being able to see where my brother works, the awesome EMU students that he gets to be with. You know, this is my first time down in EMU.
Really? It's your first time? That's really surprising to hear, actually. Did you expect it to look like this?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Franco.
Okay.
There is not as much birds as I thought there would be.
I don't get as high as you do, Dupe, but trust me, they are here. So, let's get down to business. Tell me about your brother, Swoop. We want the exclusives, the nitty-gritty stuff. What's it like to be the brother of our beloved school mascot?
You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Swoop is a fantastic person. You know, he is just that openly outgoing, charismatic, you know, just go and talk to people and be a just kind guy. You know, my parents are always telling me that I need to be more like him. I need to inspire to be like Swoop.
Wait. What do you mean by that, Dupe?
He's just never been afraid of the limelight, you know? When he sees something out there, he grabs it by the talons. I'm just not that guy, you know? We have a lot of similarities. Like, we started going bald at the same time. We were talking to chicks at the same time. But he just goes out there and does more. I wish I could be more like him, you know? Do all the great stuff he's done.
Well, let's circle back. Do you think that your home life has had any reflection on who you are today, now?
Well, my family definitely gave more attention to Swoop, right? And like, we're identical twins.
Wait. Twins? Really?
Come on, Franco. Keep it real with me. We're identical. Look at us, you know? We hatched at the exact same time. I was scratching at the surface of that egg for days. Ka-ka! I thought this was going to be some warm welcome coming out, and when I busted out of that shell, you know what I see? You know what I see, Franco?
No.
All the attention is on Swoop. He stole it.
Well, we know so much about Swoop, but what don't we know about you, Dupe?
What's there to know about Dupe? All right, I'll keep it real with you. I started off my career working with this little place called Twitter, or I guess as you guys know it, X. Yeah, I was basically running those things till Muskie came out and ruffled up some feathers. He even took me off the logo of that thing. You know that little bird on the app?
Mm-hmm.
That's me. That's me.
No way.
I tried to recover. I went down and I auditioned with Sesame Street. Thought I could get take Big Bird's spot, but didn't quite work out. So now I'm in mascot training, trying to work in Philly.
Oh, well, I'm sure you would have gave Big Bird a run for his money. I believe in you. I'm sorry to hear about that, but you think maybe Swoop might give you a couple pointers? You got to learn from the best, right?
You think so? You think so, right?
Well, I mean, what do you mean by that?
You know, he's a bird. I'm a bird. How hard can it be? I can do what he does. I can ruffle some feathers, take an occasional selfie now and then. And you want to know one thing that I can do that he can't? I can talk. I can run my beak.
Calm down. We don't gotta go that far. Do you feel like maybe this whole thing, you almost feel like you've been left behind, like you're flightless?
I know it may seem like that from time to time, but really not at all. Swoop has been there, you know? He's not our problems. It's my parents. They made me leave the nest too early. I need more time. Give me like an extra day or a week. Flock it. Give it a month.
Look, that makes a lot of sense, dude. Not everybody's ready to, leave the nest at the same time. Not everybody's always ready at the same time. But I think it's really good that your beef's not with Swoop.
Yeah, I agree.
But speaking of Swoop, have you heard of the cool pantry on campus that he associates with?
I've heard.
Well, it's Swoop's Pantry. It's a great resource on campus. Students and more can get easy access to food and non-food items, along with additional resources. Dupe, thank you so much for flying all the way out here today. Great to see you again, and we loved having you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed meeting Dupe on this edition of Chit Chatty. Next, we're going to hit the streets, and we're going to go see if others know about the pantry on campus. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Food E. We're right outside of Swoop's Pantry in Pierce Hall. We understand how costly it can be to afford a meal plan, grocery shopping, and every other expense that comes along in your life. Well, look no further. Swoop's Pantry is here to help. The pantry's mission is to help with easy access to food and non-food items, along with other additional resources to help people succeed and better their wellness. So how this is going to work? We're going to ask some questions about Swoop's Pantry, and if they get them right, they'll get to pick something from Swoop's Pantry itself. Let's get started. All right, first question. Where is Swoop's Pantry located?
I do not know.
I have no idea.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I don't know.
I feel like it's near McKinney Hall, or it's in McKinney Hall.
It's in the Hadley Library on the first floor.
Pierce Hall.
That is true.
Swoop's Pantry is located in Pierce Hall.
Swoop's Pantry is located in 100 Pierce. What hours are they open?
I don't know.
I'll say 72.
I have no clue.
I'm gonna go with 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
I don't.
I do not know their actual hours of operation, but I would assume that it would be relatively close to the operating hours of the university. So let's say 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
A little closer. They have a later morning. It's 12 to 5 most of the time. Who can go to Swoop's Pantry?
Anybody?
Everybody?
Anyone.
I'm pretty sure anyone on campus can. Anyone on campus or affiliated with the university, I believe they can use Swoop's Pantry.
Any EMU student?
Anybody.
Like, we all struggle. Anyone can go.
Kind of. It's all students, staff, faculty, alumni, anyone associated with Eastern is what they say on the website. But I'm sure anyone could go. Who can donate and where can they donate?
Anyone should be able to donate. And then they have food bins around campus, but I'm sure you could also directly bring it to 100 Pierce.
I got it.
100 Pierce.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm not sure where.
Probably donate it where the pantry is located, if I had to guess.
And maybe somewhere near Pierce Hall.
To, like, the green boxes when you first walk into the door.
And what can you donate?
Probably like food and also money.
Probably guess food and clothes, probably at the pantry.
Clothes and not open, like, packaging, like food.
Generally speaking, anything that is not perishable but that would have a shelf life are the kinds of foods that you can donate.
Water and other snacks.
Food and business clothing for interviews and such.
Probably ingredients for stuff, I'd say.
Like milk and eggs and stuff.
But I would say probably things like ramen, maybe some canned meat of some kind, like tuna or Spam, which is delicious, and water. Those are my guesses.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty on the dot. Most non-perishable items, all condiments, peanut butter, all types of stuff. And that was all. Yeah, that was it. And now you get to pick a prize out of this thing. We got tons of stuff. We got Pop-Tarts. No, it was great. Bread, there's garlic bread in there.
I'll take this.
Pop-Tart. We got fruit snacks, fruit juice, Pop-Tarts. We got fruit snacks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Food E. If you have any needs you need help with or are looking to donate usable items, make sure to come on by and drop them off. If you have any questions at all, you can reach out to the email swoops_pantry@emish.edu. Maybe one of these days we'll see Chef Swanson cooking up something from the pantry. Next up, we're going to have some Swoop fanatics on the show to talk about their love of Swoop. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to Keeping It E. We know this whole episode has been everything to do with our beloved mascot Swoop, but we haven't got to hear from our students that love him so dearly. You may be wondering, why is he a big part of our community on campus here? We have some of our Swoop stands right here next to me to tell us more of insight. Welcome to Gossip B. Hello, everyone. How about we start with each of your names?
I'm Casey.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Vince.
Thank you all for coming on, and let's start with some easy questions first. We'll throw some basic ones at you. What makes you love Swoop?
Who do you want to start with?
Yeah, we'll start with Casey.
Okay.
Oh, well, I work with Swoop, so Swoop is basically my job, morning, day and night, Swoop, everything. Yeah.
Nick.
All right, Franco, I'm gonna keep it E with you.
As we do on this
Okay,
show.
as you should.
As we do.
It's the scholarship for me. You know, I got that offer, and I was like, he's my guy.
I feel
You know.
Vince.
I love Swoop because of, like, Swoop is the epitome of school spirit. You know, like every time I see Swoop, you know, I just feel proud to be an Eagle every time I see him. So.
When did you know that you loved Swoop?
I think it was back to my freshman year. That was actually a few years ago, and I saw him at Eagle Fest, and you know, as a freshman, you know, you go through, you know, like you're out on your own, and then like you just don't know what you're doing, and like when I saw Swoop, he just made me feel better about myself, and he just made me feel safe, and that's why I just love him. I love him. I love Swoop.
That was a great answer.
Thank you.
I feel like kind of the same answer as before, really. I mean, he's the reason that I decided to come here instead of Wayne. No shade, but Wayne's mascot is like, you know, like.
What's their mascot?
He's like a weird green grimace.
Yeah.
Like from McDonald's grimace.
Casey.
So if you would have asked me 2 years ago what Swoop was, I would not have been able to answer that question. But I got here and they offered me the job to basically babysit Swoop every single day, and my life has never been the same.
Oh. Well, when did you first see Swoop, and where are some common places you see him? I'm guessing a lot now, but at first.
Yeah. I think my first time seeing him was my first time in the office. It's just where he, you know, spends most of his time where he's not on campus, and, you know, we just hit it off. Now we're like besties.
That's good.
Nick.
For me, I see him most often in my dreams.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Vincent.
What was the question? My first time seeing Swoop?
Yeah, when was your first time seeing Swoop, and where do you commonly see him at?
Okay, yeah, my first time seeing Swoop was, you know, at Eagle Fest my freshman year, and it's just, ever since then, I just see him at like different events. I don't see Swoop as much as I want to because, you know, I'm a senior now, and it's just, I'm involved in so much stuff, and so, but yeah, I think that was the first time I saw him.
All right, Vincent, can you tell us what your favorite Swoop moment is?
My favorite Swoop moment. It was actually, I keep talking about Eagle Fest, but Eagle Fest was, it was like my sophomore year. No, that was during COVID. My junior year Eagle Fest.
We don't talk about COVID on this show.
No, we don't discuss that. But when I saw him, I was just so happy to see him because we were fresh out of the pandemic. And we took a boomerang, we took some pictures, and it just really lifted my spirits. I would say that's my favorite memory of Swoop. Swoop is amazing.
Nick, what's your favorite memory, your favorite moment you've seen Swoop?
There's so many to choose from. I don't think I can pick a single one, honestly.
All right.
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Is that great?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got to say, every day that I see Swoop is a good day. But I think the highlight for me was when we got to take him to a Red Wings game. And Swoop got to ride on the Zamboni, and just seeing how excited Swoop got made my night.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it. I love that.
Right? That's sweet.
Do you have any Swoop merch?
All of it.
Like what?
I I've got a Swoop onesie, I've got a Swoop shirt, I've got a Swoop hat, I have a Swoop towel on my wall, I have a large collection of Swoop stuffed animals. I've got a bunch of miniature eagles, plenty of Swoop pictures too. I have a whole wall of Swoop pictures.
Nick, do you have any Swoop merch?
No, honestly, but I really do need to get on that. I need to find myself some.
Vincent?
I have a Swoop towel. I don't have as much as I want. It's more so Eastern merch, but definitely after this, I'm definitely going to get some more merch because I have to. I mean, it's Swoop.
Of course. Vincent, do you know of any Swoop fan groups on campus? Anything that some of our viewers could join if they are also share this love of Swoop?
I wish I knew some. If you have some, I would love to know it because I would like to join for sure.
Do you know of any, Nick?
No, I don't either, but I'm with him, count
Casey?
me in.
I know plenty of people who would be willing to start a Swoop fan
we
club.
gotta chat. We gotta chat for sure.
All right, so our last question right now. If Swoop were in this room, what would you say to him?
How did you get here?
Okay.
That's
Nick?
pretty tough. I think I would be at a loss for words, frankly.
All right, and Vincent, what would you say to Swoop?
I would thank Swoop for just being who Swoop is. Swoop is an icon, Swoop is a legend, and Swoop is the moment. I mean, come on now.
Well, we got a little surprise for you. If you check under your chairs, there's nothing there.
Oh.
But we got Swoop.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't.
No, what?
Well, unfortunately.
Come
on in. Bring him in. Come on.
No way.
We got Swoop.
How did you get here?
We got a bigger budget.
Drive.
The budget is up.
How's it going?
Today's price is not the same.
This is
Hi.
crazy.
Hi.
Where did he?
Let me dap you up.
This is
What up?
great.
I'll give you a hug.
Wow.
Thank you.
This is certainly a surprise.
Unfortunately, this is all the time we have today. Thank you to the Swoops fans and to every single one of you and Swoop for making this beautiful appearance for us tonight. Is there any last words you want to say, Swoop?
Man, a few words.
All right. This wraps up today's episode. This has been a great time. Thank you for everybody. And remember, keep it E.